Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. In a minute or so, I'm going to be entering the city of Clanton, Alabama. Now, this city is located right in the middle of Alabama. I mean, which is in Chilton County. Now, this city is 37 minutes away from Montgomery and 48 minutes away from Birmingham and a half hour away from Prattsville, which is a suburb of Montgomery. So for communities that are larger and might have a few more things to do, a few more varieties of restaurants, for those of you that are into that type of stuff, those communities I named off a second ago would be the closest larger communities. And your population here is 8,764 people. And your population density is only 384 people. Now, of course, I've never been here before. Driven by it plenty of times, but never been through the city itself. So we're going to see what's going on down here. Now the average home price here is $134,000. Well, to be more specific, is $134,780. That's the average home price here, apparently. Now, based on some of the research I've done for housing out here, I would say if you're looking for something half decent, then personally, I would look at some. I probably wouldn't spend anything less than, I'll just say $125,000. I mean, $134,000 for the average home price here. I mean, it seems. I mean, based off of my research, it seems fairly accurate. Now, this city does have its annual. Now, the Chilton County Fair. Excuse me. Let me look at my notes a little closer and give you guys some accurate information. The annual Peach Festival is here. And they've been having a Peach Festival here every year since 1952. Now I'm going to try to keep this video as positive as possible. Now, unfortunately, this city does have some negative reputation. Now, this city does have a reputation of corrupt police officers. And as soon as I can get to a place where I can turn and get off of this main road, I'll look at my little cheat sheet and elaborate on that. Okay, yeah, this city has a history of police corruption, like I was saying a second ago. Apparently, there was a police officer here back in 2011 who was a 22-year vet, arrested for stealing signs from a restaurant. And apparently, when this officer committed this crime, he was in his uniform. Now, why he would want to take signs from restaurants is beyond me. Maybe somebody can explain that in the comments section. Now, I've heard of people collecting old signs, but to go as far as into stealing them, I don't know. I did not think signs had that type of value for anybody other than the business itself. And then there was another situation in 2014 when a Chilton County Sheriff deputy was charged with multiple counts of sexual contact with some underage girls. And then there was another case after that, I'm assuming, to where another police officer of the city of Clanton, Alabama, was arrested for fraudulent use of a credit card. So those are just a few cases that went on in this city within the last 10 years or so. Well, the last 11 years. But I know there's some of you out here that would not want to move to a city like this, just based off of some of the stuff I mentioned about some of the corruption of some police officers. Now, obviously, I don't know anything about this city. This is my very first time driving through the city. Never lived here or any of that. Now, due to some of the stuff I named off, my philosophy is this still could be a very good city to live. Now, as you guys all know by now, for those of you that have watched my other videos on this channel, obviously this is the weekend that I'm out here doing my recording, which is the reason why you guys do not see a lot of traffic. Because normally during the week there would be a lot more traffic out here due to people commuting to and from work and school or what have you. But my attitude is, this appears to be a nice little city. I mean, I just got done pumping a little bit of gas a little bit ago, and everybody around appears to be nice and friendly. Now, obviously, anyone that knows some information about this city, if you're from the city or you lived here for some time, just leave a comment below and enlighten all of us on what you know, whether it be good or bad. Now, obviously, I'm driving through downtown at this particular moment. But yeah, my attitude is in every field of work, obviously to include law enforcement, you're going to have a few bad apples in the bunch. So I'm not going to rule out, I wouldn't rule out a city like this as a possible choice for a place to live if you're looking to move to Alabama. Because like I said, you got bad apples everywhere, no matter what line of work you go into. I mean, you can think of it like this. If you move to a city that you like and you get a bad politician or two, I'm pretty sure that the majority of you are not going to pack your stuff and sell your house and give up your job and leave the city based off of that. You're going to probably stay put, and you're going to accept the fact that there's going to be a few not so good people. And for the most part, the people in the community are going to be good people. Because I'm pretty sure the majority of you wouldn't intentionally live in a community where people are not good in your eyes. I mean, just by looking at this city so far, I mean, I like, it looks like a nice little town. It looks like a nice little city. I mean, it appears to have all of the basic amenities that somebody like me would need. I mean, it does have a Walmart. And if you're wanting to grab a bite to eat real quick and are too lazy to cook, then it does have all of the basic fast food restaurant chains here, at least most of them. And also, this city is conveniently located almost in the middle of Montgomery and Birmingham. So when it comes to employment opportunities or even certain business opportunities, whatever you're not able to find here, you're only, within an hour, you can be either in Montgomery or you can be in Birmingham. Or you can be in the suburbs of Montgomery. I mean, and just off of what I see so far, this appears to be a relatively clean city. I mean, I haven't driven through none of the neighborhoods yet, so obviously I'm going to do that. Now, I don't know what side of town this would be considered, so if anybody knows, leave a comment below. Right now, I'm on 16th Avenue North. I'm going to assume this is probably the north end. But sometimes my assumption could be incorrect, so leave a comment below for those of you that know this area, that live out here, whatever. Like I said, the layout of this area is a little different. Take a more cut through this lot here. And for those of you that are in the market for a lower price home, this looks like that type of neighborhood where you would find those type of houses. And again, I'm not trying to insult anyone that lives in this neighborhood. I'm just going off of what I see. Because there's a lot of people out here that are looking to buy a home, and as most of you most likely know, affordable home prices are extremely hard to come by these days. So that's one of the reasons why I like driving through neighborhoods like this, because neighborhoods like this will offer those cheaper home prices to where you're not going to have to work 2 jobs just to pay your mortgage. And as I said before, I lived in neighborhoods like this. And just because housing prices are lower doesn't necessarily mean that the neighborhood is bad. It looks like that man is getting ready to paint his house. Been down that street. If anybody knows the crime in this neighborhood, please leave a comment below. Now, in case you guys haven't noticed, on most of my videos that I make, I do not discuss crime statistics for the simple reason, sometimes mainstream media and even some of your smaller media sources, such as other YouTubers, can fabricate the crime statistics a little bit, for lack of better terms, or whatever crime that might be in the area. Like, if you take a city and you say the crime rate in a given city is blah, 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 in reality, as I discussed before, the majority of that crime most likely is going to be condensed to certain neighborhoods in that city. So when it comes to discussing crime, I don't really talk much about crime, because to me the crime stats are not always accurate. Sometimes they're accurate, maybe most of the time they're accurate, but in my humble opinion, they're not always accurate. So my attitude is, for anyone that's a native of this city, or you know this city quite well, like I said, leave a comment below and let me know what the crime is like in this side of town. And I'm assuming this is going to be the north end of Clanton. Man, this is someone's freaking driveway. Yeah, man, this city's got a strange layout. Yeah, this city's got the strangest layout I've seen in a long time. I mean, it appears to be a nice city so far. It's just the layout is a little strange. Alright, folks, I'm getting close to my half-hour mark, so in about 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to cut this off. So I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to thank everybody for tuning in and watching another video on my channel. And I appreciate every one of you for those of you that have been watching and leaving comments below. For those of you new subscribers, thank you, and I appreciate every one of you. And I hope you continue to watch my channel. And one thing I notice about this city is although you do got a few of these streets to where the houses are closer in together, I do notice you have quite a few streets to where your houses are further apart. And that's one thing I like about this city so far. Even in neighborhoods like this that are lower priced, a lot of these houses aren't sitting on top of each other. And a lot of your lower income neighborhoods or lower priced neighborhoods up in the Midwest, like up in Indiana or Ohio, a lot of your lower priced neighborhoods would have houses sitting on top of each other practically. Okay, we've been through this area. So I'm gonna see what's down here. Alright folks, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right now. I'm beyond my half-hour mark, so I will see you guys on the next video. Everybody have a blessed one.